So you guys did want a bonus vlog from episode 3 on Beyond the Surface about my experience with somebody thinking that I was trans or catfishing. And so how it started was basically on a dating website. I'm pretty sure it was Tinder at that point before I got banned, but that's a whole other story within itself. But during that time, I did end up shaving my head and like just kind of have like a design on the side of my head with a little curly frohawk. Pretty much during that time when I cut my hair, like I kind of was insecure about it because it's not the haircut that I wanted. But then I started searching up other women that had the same haircut that rocked that shit. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make this style my own and I'm gonna rock this shit. So I rocked it for like a very, very long time. Like I literally barely started growing out my hair last year. And so I had short hair from like 2017 all the way to 2024, 25. And so if you guys know, you know, but during that time, like I didn't really know what to expect on other people's reactions. And honestly, I didn't really care. But it was crazy because I ended up actually getting like a lot more hotter guys and more female attention than I ever have in my life. So that was kind of cool. So me and this other guy had a conversation like usually depending on your style, depending on your hair, depending on what you rock is like how you attract certain people, right? Because that's their type. That's what they like. So at that time, people liked alternative girls with short hair and that had different kind of style and did not look like the rest, that stood out from a crowd. And I did tell a story about that as well in I believe my bad bitch episode, so you might have to check into that. But I have this short hair, and so when I met him, he was like a little skeptical, and he's like, I'm really sorry, like I'm not trying to offend you, but I just want to know, like, are you trans? And I'm like, what the fuck? Do I look like it? Do I have a masculine jawline? Does it look like my Adam's apple? Like I was a little offended, right? But then he like kind of explained it more and he's just like, you're just so beautiful. And I have been catfished before. And you know, some of them you can't tell because they look so natural. And like, I just want to know, you know, I just want to be aware, and it's nothing against them. I just want you to be open and honest with me because the one person that did do that to me was not. And I was like, well, fuck, that's fucked up. So I was like, okay, I understand, right? And so I was like, definitely not. And he's like, and honestly, it's really, I just never seen a girl with a haircut like that. So it was literally based off my haircut on why he judged me and why he thought I was. So then when I met him, I literally just busted my titties right out of the gate and like kind of jiggled. I was like, do these look fake to you? Do these look like hormone grown? No, baby. These it took a long time to grow. And so he was like, oh my God. And so then we ended up hooking up, and I was like, did it feel like it was? Was that the real thing? And ever since then, that was in 2020, it's 2026, and we still hook up. So, long story short, do not judge a book based off their cover, like I always say, you know, but it's okay to be open and honest and ask questions, you know, that are uncomfortable sometimes because it is a crazy world out there. Not everybody is, and it can be scary, especially online dating. Like, you just never know what you're gonna get, what to expect, right? Like you don't know if they look like they do in the pictures or not. And I know a lot of people are afraid of that with me, like I said, especially because of filters, but then they end up turning to be a lot more pleased, which is great. But you know, it's not like that for everybody. So I respected it and we got through it, and obviously we're doing good still.